100% man. 100% man. This kind of work here will put hair on your chest, put hair on your back, put hair on your butt, take the hair away from your top of your head. 100% manly work I'm doing right now. Thanks for the shirt, Uncle Jay. 100% man. Alright, so here's what I'm working with. This is what I got at Lowe's. I got 2 6-foot posts, 4x4, 6 foot long, treated. And I got a 10-foot 2x6. This is the best one they had. It kind of looks crappy. It's got some rough edges, but it's fairly straight, so it should be stable. It doesn't look the best, but for what we're doing, it will work. So I'm going to chop this in half. It's 10 foot, which is actually 10 foot and a little less than an inch or something. I'm not sure why they do that. It's actually kind of a pain, in my opinion. To get it half and half, I'm going to have to do the math. I'm not the smartest person in the world, but we'll get it. I don't know why they didn't just make it an even 10 foot long. So I got my safety glasses on today. So I'm going to measure this board out and cut it in half. Alright, so here's what I got. Now I'm at 5 foot roughly, and I'm going to square it up to my first 6-inch, my 6-foot pole, and I'm going to screw it down. I'm going to take my square. I'm not going for, let's get it good, close. That right there is pretty good. Now I'm going to screw it down with these wood decking nails. Alright, so here's what I got. I dug these 2 holes about 28 inches deep. 28 inches deep. I'm going to put about 4 inches of gravel in these holes at the bottom for drainage. So when it rains, the post won't sit in the water. Water should keep on draining through. I'm going to get me a scoop. Measure a couple of times. Get me close to 24 inches. I want my post to sit about 24 inches in. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. I'm going to put one more scoop each, just because this will compact down. So alright, so I got my post close to 24 inches. I'm going to slide that in. I can put it in, and then if it's a little bit unlevel, I can actually put some more gravel in there and use the gravel to level it out. Alright, so I got it level, fairly level. This way. When I get my concrete, pour my concrete in there, I'll level it the other way. So it's pretty level. It's not perfect, but in this case, you don't necessarily want perfect. It's alright if it's a little bit off, because that just means when it rains, the water will shed off the wood a little easier than if it's perfectly flat. So just a little bit, not much, just a little bit out of level. That will actually help with your preserving your wood, so your rainwater is not sitting on there quite as long. So now I gotta go get some gravel. I'm using fast setting gravel. All you do is pour it in the hole, pour some water in there, mix it up, pour a little more in there, mix some more water in there. So I'm going to use that just because it's more convenient, a little easier. So now I gotta go get the gravel. Alright folks, there you have it. Got this all set up. Nice and level. Level as I want it to be. So this is it. Right there, I'm going to probably put me a food plot. I actually came out here, when I started this, I came out here and I did not have the camera. I brought this frame down, and so I didn't have the camera with me, and I came down here, kind of was situating it around. I was probably down here for about 3 minutes, and all of a sudden, right over here, this brush line, you see the brush line, that is actually where a big ditch is at. That's the property line for us, is the big ditch. So right over there, 3 deer came out about 2 minutes after I was doing what I was doing. 2 does and a fawn, an older fawn. It was a little bit taller, still had its spots, but it wasn't like a newborn or anything. And they come up through the ditch. I think they got startled, saw me there, and took off to the wood line. So that's where they're getting their drink at. That mama doe, she was pretty ticked off. She turned around and was and at me and ran off into the woods. So this is where I'm setting up. This is I talked to my boss, who's an very avid deer hunter. I kind of told him the layout of my land, and he said this would be a really good spot to hunt. And just being over here the past 2 days, scouting it out and everything, I could already tell there's deer poop everywhere. Of course, I've seen the deer, so they're out here. I'm going to put me a food plot right in here. Making a 5x5 deer hut, 5x5, big enough for 2 people to be in comfortably. It's 4 foot off the ground, 6 foot post, so 2 foot in the ground, 4 foot off the ground. This hunting season, my plan is to get the frame done, and then I'm going to board the top with 2x6s. So it'll have a platform, and then I want to do 2x4 railing around, maybe 3 foot high, just tall enough to set my rifle on and be able to rest it up there. That's my plan for this for deer season, to get that done. And then maybe next year I will box the rest of it in, put a roof over the top and windows. But this year I just wanted to get the platform with the rail up. Maybe put like a tarp or a net around it just for cover later. I also want to do some small evergreen trees just to help for the cover. On this project, I wanted to give a shout out to the Leonard family. The Leonards. They know who they are. Mama Leonard, Papa Leonard, the whole Leonard family. They're very special to us. Part of this project is from them, actually. I was able to do this. They're like Mama Leonard and Papa Leonard are like third pair of grandparents to my kids. And like I said, the whole Leonard family is very giving, very friendly, great family. So thank you. This is for you guys. I might actually call this the Leonard hut or something. Put me a little placard on here one day when it's all said and done. They're the whole family's avid hunters, so some of this, like I said, the inspiration for some of this come from them. So once again, thank you. This is the first phase. Before I forget, let me give you a rundown. I know this is not much. It's only 2 posts and the equivalent of 1 board, but it's my corner post. It is the part of the structural thing. I spent about close to $40 for what I did today. For the post, 2 posts, 1 2x6 that was 10 foot long, 2 bags of Quikrete, 60-pound bag of gravel, which I'll probably be able to use the rest of that for the other 2. And this bucket from Lowe's, I had to have the bucket to get water down here. So today I probably spent about $60, but it was well worth it. Like I said, it's a good start. $40, sorry, $40. So, camping out of debt. Cyrus, thanks for watching.